Hi, and welcome back to Natural Language Processing Foundations. Last week, we saw that natural language processing is a challenging endeavor. Natural language is infinitely varied in its expressions, and ambiguity is its hallmark. We saw that natural language processing also draws on insights from artificial intelligence, computer science, and linguistics. In NLP, our aim is to be able to take language as it's produced by humans and put it into a form that's useful for downstream processing.
There are different ways to look at a text. A computer usually sees text as a string, which is simply a sequence of characters. While it ignores important concepts like sentences, phrases, or words, we can do a lot of things in terms of preprocessing and cleaning that already work on these raw strings. For example, what we would like to do is to remove URLs or email addresses from a text document. And a powerful tool to accomplish this are regular expressions. A regular expression, or regex for short, is a patterns of characters that describes a set of strings that matches specific substrings in our text. For example, with regular expressions, what we can do is we can find URLs, email addresses, zip codes, and so on. So as soon as you work with text on a regular basis, you should always make regular expressions your most powerful ally.
Corpus preprocessing is the step of taking the natural language that comes in as a raw form and putting it into a form that's ready for use. Much as a craftsman starts with raw materials and has to do some preparation, we'll do the same with our text. We're going to take the text and chunk it into parts like phrases, clauses, and words, and that will prepare it for downstream use. One of the difficulties for certain languages is we don't even know what these basic units are. For example, in some languages, especially in Asia, where there are no spaces, we have to decide where to break up the text. This is the challenging task of segmentation, which is one of the tasks that we'll look at in corpus preprocessing, and regular expressions can help us with this goal.
There's one more issue we need to address before we can really process our text. The issue is that to this day, most of the text is written by humans and humans make mistakes. This means our text is often riddled with spelling mistakes or typos, right? And to support users with spelling correction, for example, while they write the text, but also to allow to clean up and to correct text, we need to look at methods that support spelling correction in an automatic fashion. And in this week, we will cover certain basic approaches, but also highlight these challenges.
So this week, overall, we have three key learning outcomes. First, we're going to learn the tool of regular expressions, which have a very wide application, even outside the area of natural language processing. Secondly, we're going to look at corpus preprocessing. Again, the idea of taking raw materials and preparing them for use, all the way from the entire text, all the way down to small units of words and strings and characters. Finally, we're going to introduce the technique of minimal edit distance. With edit distance, we'll have a principal technique that allows us to measure the similarity of two strings, which is going to be a very important tool to start off our journey in natural language processing. And with that, I think we can get started.
Yes, we are ready. Let's get started.